Good morning, everyone. So today what we're going to do is continue our chest opening. Those of you that came to my mat class at Core Pilates via Zoom, where I got to actually watch your form. And if you need to figure out how to do that, you can just log into Core Pilates Core Pilates JH, I think, .com, and you can figure out what our schedule is, and you can go ahead and go to the 12:10 noon Zoom mat classes and join in with us. Again, today is a chest opener. We are going to work on intermediate flow with chest opening. Some of the exercises might be a little too hard, and if that's the case, no problem at all. We can modify, or you can always do pelvic curls. There's plenty of exercises you can still do. If you have a foam roller, I would love for you to grab it. And again, all of this is going to our YouTube page as well, and is getting saved to our Instagram page. Andrew is still doing Monday, Wednesday, Friday. And I'm doing only Saturday right now with Instagram Live, but Tuesday and Thursday at the studio, I have 12:10 mat class, noon Zoom. Just go to our website and you'll find it at Core Pilates of Jackson Hole. And then also, the girls are doing Monday, Wednesday, and Friday mat classes, and we're hoping to open up a Saturday noon Zoom mat class as well. All right, so we're gonna all start standing upright like we always do. If you have a foam roller, I would love for you to use it. If you don't have a foam roller, you can modify. All of this can be done without the foam roller. So we're standing at the back of the mat. Hands are down by your sides. Shoulders are open. You're gonna inhale to prepare. And on the exhale, pull your stomach muscles up and in, and then go chin towards the chest, up and over a barrel to roll down, reaching your fingertips towards the floor, letting the head reach down towards the floor. Inhale here, no movement, and then exhale, hollow your belly and roll all the way back upright. We're gonna do that again. Inhale, exhale, chin towards the chest, go up and over a barrel to roll down, pulling your stomach muscles up and in, checking in with your back. Notice where your back is tight. Try to pull your stomach into the tight spots. Inhale at the bottom, exhale, hollow your belly and roll all the way back upright. Inhale and exhale, chin towards the chest, roll up and over a barrel, and we're gonna walk our hands out to a plank like we've been working on. So you're gonna take 3 steps to get there. You go 1 and 2 and 3, and you should be in your plank position. We're going to flex the feet on an exhale and inhale to point. So it goes exhale, flex, inhale, point, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale. I want you exhaling on the stretch. Exhale and inhale. Last 2. Exhale and inhale. Last 1 and inhale. Right away to a pike. Exhale. Inhale, plank. Exhale. Inhale, plank. Exhale. Inhale, plank. As you go into the pike, I want you externally rotating your arm bone. Thinking about spiraling open. And exhale. Inhale. Last 2. Exhale. With the insides of the elbows to come forward. Exhale. And inhale. Now we exhale and we hold. We walk our feet in a little bit. We lift both sits bones up. We bend our knees. We kick our tailbone up further, straighten the legs, and drop the heels. We'll do that a couple more times. Both heels up. Bend your knees. Kick your tailbone up. Drop your heels. Both heels up. Bend. Tailbone up. Drop the heels. Heels up. Bend the knees. Tailbone up. Heels drop. Heels up. Bend the knees. Tailbone up. Drop the heels. Last one. Up. And tailbone up. And we're going to hold this for a second. Feel that pretty intense stretch. Check down at your feet. Are your heels hidden behind the ankles? If not, hide them behind your ankles. And hold here for a big inhale into the sides and the back. And then exhale, funnel the diameter of the whole rib cage. And again, inhale. And exhale. Last one, inhale. And exhale. Take your left leg up. Keep your hips square. Drop your hips down to a plank. Right back up to a pike. Down to a plank. Up to a pike. And plank. And pike. And plank. And pike. 2 more. Plank. And pike. Last one. Plank. Lift to that pike and hold. Open your hips so you're not squared off to the floor anymore. Reach your foot up a little bit higher. From here, you're going to bend your knee. You're going to reach the knee back a little further to find a psoas stretch. You're going to find that psoas stretch and just breathe. Reaching the tailbone up to the sky. Take an inhale. And on the exhale, square off your hips. Actively make sure your pelvis is square to the mat. Bring your knee forward for a quick pigeon. Lift your chest up. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. And gently rock side to side. Nothing needs to be overdone yet. We're still warming up the body. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Last one. Inhale and exhale. Now feel the shoulder blades come together on your back. Close your rib cage. Pull your belly off your front thigh. Then from here, you're going to engage the back leg and then just shoot your left leg back. Take your right leg up to the sky. Open your hip. Take your foot up a little bit higher. Bend the knee back behind you. Feel that hip flexor stretch, the psoas stretch. Maybe go a little further till you open up the psoas. Try to keep the shoulders square to the mat. Big inhale. Even bigger exhale. Inhale, make sure you're pulling up on your kneecap of the supporting leg. And last one, square your hips off to the mat. Look forward. Pull that shin up, keeping your hips square. To a pigeon on the second side. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Last 2. Inhale. You're just letting yourself gently go from side to side. Still trying to fight to keep those hips even and square to the front edge of the mat. That means the left hip is pulling forward, the right hip is pulling back. Shoulder blades come together on the body. Rib cage pulls in. Tuck your back foot. If you haven't already, you're going to engage that back leg and then kick your leg back to meet it. Kick your tailbone up to the sky. From here, you're going to lift your heels, bend your knees, gaze between your hands, and jump up to your hands, sit down onto your bum. Place your hands down by your sides. Take an inhale, and on the exhale, we're going to hollow the belly. And as you go back, you're trying to pull your hands backward like this. Just scoop into the lower belly. Lower your head and chest all the way down. Take an inhale. Exhale, curl right back up. Place your hands down. No movement. Don't let them slide at all as you lower back down. Your shoulders are down away from the ears. 2 more times like that. Inhale. Exhale, curl up. Place your hands down. Stick the hands down. Lower your head down without any sliding. Last one. Inhale. Exhale to curl. Place your hands down with control. No sliding as you lower your head and chest all the way to the mat. Inhale to prepare. Exhale, pelvic tilt. Inhale back to neutral. Exhale, pelvic tilt. Inhale back to neutral. My feet are pretty far out, which is going to make my work a little bit harder. If today what you need on a Saturday morning is to stretch out your back, please pull your heels a little closer to your sits bones. And exhale. Last 2. Inhale and exhale. And last one, inhale and exhale. Bring your arms above your head. Right away, we're going to start mobilizing the arms as we roll the pelvis up. So we're in neutral. Our rib cage is against the mat. On the exhale, hollow your belly, tilt your pelvis, start rolling up with control, placing your hands down in the mat. Press your hands down more on the outside of the hand and lift the booty up a little higher. Inhale. And then exhale, we roll all the way back down. The backs of the hands are going to touch when the tailbone touches. Inhale. Exhale, roll up. Press down, lift the hips. Inhale, squeeze your knees tight together. Exhale, roll back down. If this pulls into your kneecaps at all, you get to open your feet a little wider. Inhale. Exhale, scoop and roll up. Press down, lift the hips. Inhale at the top. Exhale, roll back down. Inhale. Exhale, hollow your belly. Press down, lift the hips. Inhale at the top, squeeze those glutes only at the top to stretch your hip flexors. And then right away, let go of your glutes, hollow your belly, relax your bum, make your abs do the work versus taking over with the glutes. Last one, exhale, rolling up, hold here, press down, squeeze your sits bones towards each other and press your hips up and up. So even this is going to be related to your shoulders. So if your hip flexors are too tight, your shoulders have to roll forward to compensate. So we want to make sure to open the front of the pelvis so that we can also open the chest. You have 5 more of these presses upward, and they're about squeezing the glutes together, pressing through the hips. You have 3 more. You guys are doing great. 2. And last one. This is going to be a hard workout. So anything that you need to modify, please do at home. Walk the arms underneath you and then close your rib cage down against your biceps. Tilt your pelvis so that your sacrum is barely touching the thumbs. Keep the chest open and bring your toes together and then the heels together. So you have a big scoop with the belly. From here, we're going to inhale to prepare. On the exhale, so we're a little lower than normal. We're on the exhale, we're going to hollow the belly and lift the left leg up and down. Left leg goes up and down. I want you touching your thumbs with your sacrum. You're scooping your belly. You're relaxing your back. You're feeling like your back gets to hang off the structure that your belly creates. So your belly's creating this support system, this hammock of strength, so your back can actually open up. I want your lower back relaxed right now. Last one, hold. Take an inhale, straighten your left leg all the way straight. On the exhale, now we press up. You come off your thumbs and press up, and you engage your hamstrings and glutes. You make sure that left sits bone is away from your left shoulder so that the straight leg is not hiked up to your shoulder on the same side. You have 5 more, and 5, belly in, 4, I want you breathing. Last one, hold, bend your knee, place your foot down with control, press your hips up, tilt your pelvis under, you're back into the scoop of the belly, and your right leg comes up and down and up and down. You have a big scoop of your abs. Your ribs are against your biceps. Your shoulders are open. Your neck is relaxed. You should easily be able to turn your head side to side. You have 5 more, and 5 and 4. Really focus on belly work. And 3, relaxing the back. 2, last one, straighten your leg. Make sure your hip is away from your shoulder on the same side. Now you're going to press your bum with your sacrum off the thumbs. Lift up a little higher. Make sure your hips are still even, and we lift. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. We're breathing. Shh, 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 shh. And hold. Check your supporting leg. Is it splayed out to the side? If it is, correct it. Remember that for next time. Bend your shin. Place the toe down. The ball of the foot, the heel. Press your hips up. Under your hands. Let them be flat against the mat and articulate all the way back down. Inhale. Exhale, scoop and roll up, just like we did in the beginning. Inhale at the top. Exhale, hollow your belly and roll back down. Inhale. Exhale, scoop and roll up. Inhale at the top. Exhale, hollow and roll back down. Now we're going to add the arms in. So we inhale. Exhale, hollow and roll your pelvis up. Press your hands down as you lift those hips. Inhale. Exhale, roll back down. Inhale. Exhale, hollow and roll up. Inhale at the top. Exhale, hollow your belly and come back down. Last one, inhale. Exhale, hollow and roll up. Inhale at the top. Exhale, roll back down. Set your shoulders right here. As you bring your arms above your head, make sure your shoulders are down away from the ears. Once you're there, bring your heels together, your toes together, your knees tight together, and your high inner thighs. We're going to keep our arms up. Exhale, hollow your belly and roll your pelvis up. Hold here at the top. Squeeze your knees tight together. Make sure you're in your belly and your glutes and not in your lower back. Holding your arms above your head, close your rib cage down because just the action of bringing your arms up makes it hard. Squeeze the knees tight together and left leg goes out and touch and out and touch. Shh. 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 5 more and 5, 4, 3, 2, and touch your foot back down. Lift your hips up, squeeze your sits bones and knees together as you switch. And down, touch, and out, and touch. Shh. Shh. The work is on the supporting leg. You're working your glutes, you're keeping your shoulders set, you're keeping your knees together, your hips even. You guys are doing great. Last one, place that foot down. Make sure your transition's quiet. Take an inhale, exhale. Everybody press your hips up even higher. And then we hollow the belly and we roll all the way back down. From here, we're going to bring our arms and legs out as far away from each other as possible. Every vertebra of your spine should be anchored. We're going right for roll-ups because today we are going to do a lot of different exercises. Inhale here, exhale, hollow your belly, go the rest of the way up. We'll try for some boomerang, anything that opens your chest. Hollow your belly and roll back down. And again, arms up, head up, chest up. We hold our shoulders are back. We hollow the belly. We go the rest of the way up. We inhale, stretch all the way over. And then exhale, hollow, and come back down. And arms up, head up, chest up. Hold ankle bones tight together. Hollow the belly. Go the rest of the way up. Inhale, we're going to stretch all the way over. Belly's pulling away from the fingertips. Fingertips pulling away from the belly. That co-contraction. Those two different directions are constant throughout this entire thing. So arms up, head up, chest up, hold. Belly pulls in opposition of the fingertips. Inhale, stretch forward. And exhale, all the way back down. And arms up, head up, chest up, hold. Exhale, hollow your belly, go the rest of the way up. Inhale, stretch forward as far as you can go. And exhale, hollow and come back down. And arms up, head up, chest up. Exhale, hollow your belly, go the rest of the way up. Big stretch forward, big stretch, stretch, stretch. Find your foam roller. You're going to put it underneath your upper back. And then we roll from that stretch forward all the way back down onto the foam roller. Bring arms all the way back. And arms up, head up, chest up, hold. Exhale, hollow your belly, go the rest of the way. Inhale, stretch forward. And then exhale, shoulders down away from the ears. Pull your belly in. Start articulating all the way back down. I'm going to modify this for you so that if this bothers your neck at all, I can give you a variation. So you're going to stretch all the way back without support behind the head. That's on purpose, so you work those neck muscles. Then you're going to bend your elbows and straighten here. Bend and straighten. And bend and put your hands behind the head. Curl your chin towards the chest using the support of the arms until you're in that upper ab curl. Circle your arms around. Hollow your belly. Watch this transition. Really pull your belly away from your fingertips so that it's not easy. It's actually harder with the foam roller underneath you. Inhale, stretch forward. And then exhale, hollow, and come all the way back down. Back to the ribs. Touch that foam roller. We stretch all the way back. Make sure the arc in the upper cervical spine is not in one specific joint. It's throughout the entire neck. So you have an elongated neck in that extension. We bend the elbows into a diamond shape until the elbows touch the foam roller and back above the head. Ideally, your fingertips would touch the floor the whole time if you have that option. And then back up. You should feel the upper trapezius here. And down. And back up. Last one. Come down. Put your fingertips behind the head to support the weight of the head. Curl up your head and chest to upper ab curl. Then we circle the arms around. Hollow your belly. Tilt your pelvis deep to your head and back to the foam roller as you go the rest of the way up. It can be harder versus easier if you work hard. Inhale. Exhale. Hollow your belly. It's one of those exercises you have to bring in. You have to bring in the work and the honesty to the work. Bring your fingertips to the floor. Try to funnel your rib cage down and make the sternum open as much as possible. And we go elbows all the way to the foam roller, back out above your head. Go into that V shape and back up. And diamond shape till the elbows touch the foam roller and back up. Last one, elbows touch the foam roller. Hands go behind the head. Curl the chin towards the chest using the support of the hands. It's a chest lift as if you're on a spine corrector at the studio. From here, hollow your belly, tilt your pelvis. Bring your arms all the way around in a circle. Keep your shoulders back
and then go the rest of the way up, all the way up and over. Inhale, and then exhale, hollow your belly and come back down. We have one final one. I'm not going to do a ton of those. All the way back, rib cage stays down, sternum opens, bend and straighten. Later, if you want to practice a few more of these, placing the foam roller in different spots of the thoracic spine. So the upper back, you can. Then pull the elbows down to the foam roller. Put your fingertips back behind the head. Hollow your belly into that upper ab curl and hold. Bring your arms around. Shoulders are set. Tilt your pelvis towards your head and hollow your belly to go the rest of the way up. Inhale, stretch all the way up and over. Good. This time you're going to exhale, restack your spine up against an imaginary wall. You're going to flex your hands right from the get-go out to the sides. Pull your shoulders back as if they're against an imaginary wall and open your arms out to a T position. Feel that nerve stretch in the palms, the forearms. If you need to go a little past 180 to find the stretch, you can, but chances are it means you've let go somewhere. So from here, rib cage in, palms reaching all the way up to the outside edges of the room so you feel that nerve stretch. Grow tall and we twist. Center. 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 So I'm past 180. Center. 1, 2, center. Last one. Shh, shh. Center and shh, shh. Hold. Place your hands down. Fingers are facing the feet. Chest is elevated. Rib cage is in. Point your toes. Take an inhale. On the exhale, we press the hips up. Head comes up with you. This is stretching the front of the shoulder. Lower your bum down. We're going to do that 10 times today. So it's going to be an exhale, press up, hold for 3 seconds, lower down. You can reposition yourself a little further back if that feels better. Chest is lifted, belly's in, rib cage comes down, and we lift. 2, 3, and down. Shoulder blades squeeze, chest up and up. 2, 3, come down. Shoulder blades squeeze, chest lifts, rib cage comes down, lift up. 2, 3, and down. And now you're just hinging, so you're focusing on all those steps every time as you hinge up and come back down. We're also working on the muscles of the cervical spine. We're trying to go into the extensors of the neck on purpose. And lower down. Keep pushing your hands away from the floor and up. I know this is nervy. And back down. Press into the fingertips. That'll help you. And lift up. And back down. Last 2. And lift up. And back down. And last one. Chest is open. Press your hips up. And lower all the way back down. From here, you're going to lift your chest up. Take your legs even wider. Bring your arms out to a T. Grow tall. Rotate over to the outside of that left foot. And you're going to go down and lift and down and up and into center. To the other side. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Over. Down. Lift. Keep your shoulders set. Down. Lift. And center. Over, reach, both sits bones are heavy, reach, up, and center, over, reach, up, and center. Last one, over, reach, inhale, exhale, exhale. From here, bring your feet tight together. From here, you're gonna go ahead and pull, put your hands down on the mat for a second. You're gonna bend your heels in towards your sits bones. This is going to be a rotator cuff stretch. This time I want the fingers out to the sides, not towards the feet. And you're going to squeeze your shoulder blades together, just like we did before. You're going to press your hips up, hold up there, push away from the floor, and bring your knees forward. Your head is up. You're not feeling those extensors quite so much. We're really working on stabilizing the shoulders here. So as we go forward, we don't do any harm. And then we come back, push away, and come forward. And back. Look how tiny my movement forward is. I want to keep myself safe here. And back. 2 more. Push, forward, center. Push, forward, center. Last one. Push, forward, center. Lower your bum all the way down.
We're going to pull. Make sure you're far enough from your foam roller. It's not in the way. Your heels into your sits bones, and we're going to go into rolling like a ball. So you go inhale to roll back, exhale to come up. So we're all going to lean back to our balancing point, and we go inhale, exhale up. Inhale, gaze at your stomach, pull your belly deep to your spine. Again, be honest with your work. Does it look pretty or does it feel right? We want it to feel right. Look pretty is just an after effect. Inhale back, exhale hollow. You want to work from the inside out. This should be lower belly. You should feel like the back that is tight, that little flat spot in your spine, is getting smaller and smaller. It's rounding out more and more because you're popping your belly towards your spine by squeezing your feet together and tilting your pelvis backward. That inner thigh connection helps get you into your lower stomach. Inhale back, exhale up. Inhale back, exhale up. 2 more. Inhale back, exhale up. And last one, inhale back, exhale up. We're going to grab behind the thighs, take an inhale, exhale, roll back until your lower back touches. Once it does, your knees come up to tabletop. Make sure your knees are not past your hips, they're right on top. We're going to put our hands on top of the knees. We're going to go inhale, reach out, exhale, circle around. Now the angle of your legs is based off your strength. So if you're strong and you don't have a wall in front of you, you can drop your legs even lower. So it could be down closer to the floor. Inhale, exhale. Your angle that you should go for is where do you feel the biggest stretch in your psoas? Believe it or not, this is a psoas stretch. It takes quite a bit of strength in the trunk of the body, in the front side of the body to find that psoas stretch. But it is possible. Last 2. Last 1. Both legs straight, both legs in, both hands on the right knee. Lengthen out that left leg. Lift up a little higher. Relax your neck. Pull your shoulders back. We did all that lovely stretching. We don't want to go back to our old habits. And switch. I'm going to go a little on an angle so I can get a little lower with my feet. And switch. Switch. I want you breathing like this, louder than me at home. Now that sound you're making has an effect on your stomach. You don't want to just make that sound for no reason. You want to make that sound to pop your belly deeper to your spine every time. Hands go behind the head. Relax your head in your hands. Keep making the sound. Belly to the spine. Go an inch more into your sacrum with your belly than you're used to. Hollow up and under your rib cage. So there's this equal and opposite reaction to the leg that's straightening out. Make sure you're up and over right from your ribs. You're not letting the mid back come off the mat. Rotate your chest towards the bent knees so it goes. Now we have 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come back to center. Grab behind your thighs. Hollow your belly and rock yourself up to sitting. We're going right into, actually before we go into open leg rocker, we're going to put this foam roller underneath your sits bones. We've been working on this one recently. It's a modified version of a spine stretch. So you're sitting up nice and tall. Your back's against an imaginary wall. Our rib cage is in. We inhale to prepare. Inhale, just pull your ribs off your pelvis. And then on the exhale, chin towards the chest. As you go down, you're kicking your foam roller back. Your heels go to the tippy toes, the tops of the toes, and then we hollow the belly. We wrap the hands around the back of the knee, and we squeeze our shoulder blades together and lift the chest up. And back to neutral. Hollow your belly, round down. Inhale. Exhale, hollow. Restack your spine, hamstring cables, and grow tall. Exhale, up and over. Inhale. Exhale, hollow your belly, restack, come all the way back upright. And exhale. Good. Exhale, restack, grab the backs of the knees. Lift your chest up, squeeze those shoulder blades open. Try to crack open your sternum and your heart. Hollow your belly, roll down. Inhale.
Exhale, hollow your belly. Come all the way back up. Lift your chest up into that extension. If you have the ability to stay here, you're going to stay exactly where you are, and you're going to put your hands behind your head. And you're going to imagine you're kayaking and you're back pedaling or back paddling with your elbows as you go left and right and left. You can go nice and slow and right. And last one to each side. Now you're going to grow tall and a quick side bend over. Feeling that huge side body stretch. Both sits bones should be equally weighted on the foam roller. Come back up. Grow tall, side bend over to the other side. We haven't done our spine twist supine like normal. We're saving it for later. And over. And back up. Last one, up, over, and back up. We're going to place our hands down, just like we did before, on the floor. This time, fingers either out to the sides or fingers forward. Your chest is up. Your shoulder blades are squeezing together. You're stabilizing by squeezing those shoulder blades together. I'm going to go hands slightly out to the sides because I'm too tight to keep my fingers forward. Then we're going to lift the hips up and hold. We're going to pull the belly in, and you're going to take your left leg up and down and up and down and up and down. This should be a big biceps tendon stretch and bicep stretch, front of the shoulder stretch, and posterior work on the supporting leg. It's called tabletop for obvious reasons. Place that foot down, lift your booty up so that your hips do not sag. The table should not sag in the middle. Other leg comes up and down and up and down and up. So we have all these front support exercises. We should also be equally strong with our back support exercises, which is what we're looking for right here. You have two more. Your head can be up a little higher. And last one, place that foot down. Press your hips up. This time sit back behind the foam roller without hurting your shoulders. Scooch forward. Roll down onto your back, hollowing your belly in. We're going to go hips up, foam roller under your sacrum. Pull your right knee into your chest. Give it a squeeze. Take your left leg long without losing the connection of the drawstring. So my abs are definitely winning the tug of war. If you have to regroup by pulling both knees in first and then going out, you can. So obviously not this position. I want this position. Hug your knee into your chest. Give it a squeeze. Switch sides. Make sure the belly wins the tug of war, forcing the hip flexors to lengthen. Make sure your hips don't get crooked. Big inhale. Even bigger exhale. Now, if you don't have a formula and you just do this on the floor, you're going to get a lot out of it as well. So don't worry. It's just fine. Now we're going to come both legs back in. Same thing, but your knee goes all the way over to your armpit. If you're on the floor, you're going to feel like you're absolutely anchored to the floor. One hip is not higher than the other as you lengthen your leg out. Good. And you want this stretch to be a little bit more in the iliacus and the psoas than the first one, which was in the hip flexors. So maybe a little bit higher up on the body. You can take your arm out to a T to increase it. You can take your upper body up and over towards the knee to increase it. If you're flexible enough that this foot is down on the floor without losing the belly connection, you could drag that leg over towards the bent knee. Roll your leg back into parallel. Hug your knee into your chest. Regroup for the second side. Again, this is good to even try even if you have a foam roller on the mat at home. Pull the knee over to the side. Pull your belly up and in. Just being anchored on the floor to feel what's happening in your back when you do this. Your lower back might come off. And of course, we wouldn't want that because we want the belly to win the tug of war. So we want to be imprinted, not neutral here. Big inhale. Even bigger exhale. Should be more on the iliacus, a little higher up on the body. Higher than the hip flexors. Arm comes out to a T. If you have it in you and you did it on the first side bend up and over towards the bent knee. Come back into center. Drag that leg back in by bending it first. Both hands on both knees. Lift your legs straight up to the sky. From here, we're going to take it into a rollover, and then we're going to ditch the foam roller as soon as we can. So we inhale. On the exhale, we go up and over the head. We flex the feet. We keep the chest pulled away from the chin. So you're open. Your chest is open away from your chin the whole time. Flex open and reach your toes. You should practice talking right now. Can you talk? Or is your voice changing because you're too congested at the throat? That is not safe for your neck. I don't want you to work out there. Inhale to 90.
Exhale up, pulling your belly in towards your spine, bringing those legs in towards you and over. Flex, open, reach the toes. Inhale, exhale, hollow your belly and articulate down. Now, if you feel like it's better to be on the foam roller, you just stay on the foam roller. You want to make it so that you're accessing the right muscles and you're not struggling through anything. If you feel like you have more in you and you're not really finding that, and you need to access it by moving the foam roller, you're just going to push it away so that you come down on the floor without that foam roller. You circle your legs around. Inhale to 90. Exhale, peel the spine off the mat, up and over. Flex your feet, open shoulder distance, reach your toes without compressing your lower back. Notice if one side's tighter than the other, try to even it out and place your spine onto your mat. Absolutely straight, individually and sequentially with your vertebrae. Circle your legs around, pull your belly in. If you have it in you to bring your arms above your head like we did in the pelvic curls, please do. Inhale, exhale, up and over. Shoulders stay down away from the ears. Shoulder girdle stays open. We flex, we open, we reach the toes to the wrists if you have it in you. And then you drag up that forearm all the way to the elbows. Hollow your belly. Circle your legs around. Inhale. Exhale, hollow your belly up, and then we go over. You flex. You open. You reach those toes to the forearms. You hollow your belly, and you peel your spine all the way back down on the mat. Circle your legs around. Inhale. Exhale, up and over. You're going to flex. You're going to open. You're going to reach. You're going to grab your ankles if your arms are up. If not, wait until you're all the way down. And we go right into the open leg rocker. Our chest pulls through. We're focusing on that upper back, that thoracic extension at the top of this. And then we hollow your belly without just dumping into the lower back. And then we grow tall and we lift, lift, lift. Hollow your belly. And back. And up. And we lift, we lift, we lift, and hollow, and back, and up, and we lift, 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 and back, up, and lift, lift, lift. Last two, hollow, and up. Notice this position. We want to try to get there in boomerang. Last one. It's like a teaser position, right? And hold. Legs tight together. Hold. Lift your chest up. Kick your tailbone out. Pull your belly in so you're still in your abs, not just your flexors and your lower back. Keep your belly pulled in and see if you get a hold on to the belly muscles. So that is your teaser position. From here, we interlace the fingers. We reach our chest up. Then we place the hands down. We lower our feet down. You don't have to do it on the foam roller if you don't want to. We're going to bring our arms all the way forward. We hollow the belly. We roll back, the foam roller comes with us. We go up and over into the boomerang. We cross one leg over the other. We hollow the belly. We reach our arms forward. There's your teaser. You reach your arms back behind you. Interlace the fingers, lift the chest. Control the work as you drop your feet down. All the way up and over for a little bit of calf rolling. And then hollow your belly and come up and over. Uncross, recross. Hollow your stomach. Boomerang position. It's a little more open than 90. Bring your arms all the way back behind you. Lift your chest. It's a chest opener. All the way up and over. Christine, I bet you didn't think we were going to do boomerangs when I said chest openers. Uncross, recross. Well, guess what? Teaser position with the chest opener. Lower your legs down with control. Up and over. Hollow your belly. All the way back. Look at that open. This is my first really good boomerang. Up and over. Uncross, recross. Just going to keep it honest with you. Overly tight shirt to keep it honest with you. And telling you when I'm doing a good job versus a bad job. Or my best, not a bad job. Hollow your belly. Up and over. Uncross, recross. Lift up. Bring your arms out. Back behind you. Lift your chest up. If you have to prop yourself with your hands, you can. And why don't we all do that real quick? And you're just going to roll out your calf. So I'm using my knuckles to keep my chest lifted. I'm feeling a huge shoulder stretch. And I'm rolling out my calf. Good. And then we're going to uncross, recross, and roll the other side. I'm slightly at an angle just because there's a wall right here. I'm trying to avoid. You don't need to be at an angle.
And let's do one more to each side. You could bring your hands further back or further forward, whatever you want to do. Further forward is going to be more intense on the calves. Further back is more intense on your shoulders. And then one last one. Okay, and switch. And open and in. Now this next one, if you don't have a foam roller, do it on the mat. Or if you don't have a long foam roller, do it on your mat because you're going to feel stretch, quite a bit of stretch on the mat. If you do have a long foam roller, you're going to sit up on that long foam roller. You're going to lay down onto your back, tailbone right at the very edge, all the way down. Your head should be on it as well. Arms come up to the sky, feet tight together. Those of you that were in my Thursday class got to do this. You're going to wrap your shoulder blades around the foam roller. I love that I say got to. And close your rib cage down. Bring your arms above your head. Flip your palms up. You're going to go into a W shape with your forearms dragging on the floor, even if your bum is down on the floor. That's just fine. Then we're going to go all the way until the elbows touch the ribs. And then we straighten. We're going to do that 2 more times. Up. All the way back. Flip the palms up to the sky. Bend your elbows. Start bringing the elbows down to the hips. Dragging them. You're going to feel that big stretch right around here in the front of the shoulder. You don't want to overdo it. Just memorize where the intense spot is. How are we doing on time? Oh, we're doing so great on time. It's only 11:42 right now. We're only 40 minutes into class. Come all the way into your most nervy stretch where you can actually still relax. You're going to pull your belly in and imprint every single vertebrae into the foam roller. Take an inhale, and on the exhale, take one leg up to tabletop. Inhale, and on the exhale, take the other leg up to tabletop. Pull the knees a little further away from the chest so you feel the lower belly kick in and you feel the fascial stretch in the front of the pecs and the front of the shoulders. Hollow your stomach. Good. From here, if you feel your neck at all, the upper traps or this STM, the sternocleidomastoid in the front, you have gone too far. You're starting to congest in your neck and trying to stabilize with your neck. You need to find where you are in your belly. And it's okay to talk here because you guys probably are feeling belly work already. Then we drop the left leg down and back up. Right leg goes down and up. Left leg and up. Right leg. Every single vertebrae is touching except right underneath your neck. Somebody could slide a hand under there, and that's all that they should be able to touch. But that's all that should be able to be slid under your neck. Last one. Down. Last one on the other side, belly deep to the spine. Hold there. One leg out and in. Out of that 45 of single leg stretch. Out and in. Out. If you want to make it harder, you simultaneously switch. So those of you that have that in you, but not if you feel your hip flexors, not if you feel your lower back come off. So only if you keep your belly deep to your spine. And then last one to each side. And then we come back to center and we hold. Now from here, we're going to go out to the side a little and back in. Out to the side and back in. Out and in. Out and in. Out and in. Out. This is stabilizers around the sacrum. As we also stretch the shoulders, you notice the opposite shoulder is feeling more work. Last one, come back up or more stretch. Both legs come up to the sky, tailbone's anchored. Every vertebrae is imprinted. Hollow your belly and bring your left leg down and back up. It's ab work. Down, back up. Let's keep alternating. So we'll do 2 on this side. And then I want to alternate you because I don't know what you're looking like at home. And this is a safer thing to do, to alternate back and forth. You're less likely to put torque on one side of the sacrum if you're continuously going back and forth and cross-patterning the body. So we're keeping you safer by doing this. If you have it in you to get all the way parallel to the floor or past parallel, it's completely fine as long as you're being honest with your work and it's deep lower belly work, not hip flexor stretch, or not hip flexor work. It should be hip flexor stretch. Last one to each side. Good job. Both legs come back up to tabletop. You're going to place your right leg down. You're going to place your left leg down. You're going to bring your elbows all the way in towards your ribs. And then you're going to bring your fingers in. Now we just open and back in. So normally we have a TheraBand right now, but we don't even need a TheraBand. Do you guys feel how intense that is? It's external rotator cuff work. This is to open your chest. You're open around the foam roller, so it already puts you in the right position. And now your goal is just to externally rotate the head of the humerus. And then the forearm comes with you. And then we stay back there and we paddle back
You're going to visualize the head of your humerus, the top of the arm bone spiraling like this every time. And back, and back. Couple more. Last one. If you're on the floor, this is really intense on the floor. You want your shoulder blades together right now. The inside edge of the shoulder blades touching, the shoulder blades totally flat. And then hold. Flip your palms, bring your arms straight up to the sky. If you have weights, this is a great exercise to do with weights someday, not today. So we're going to go shoulder blades wrap around and light weights if you're doing it with weights. You're going to bring your elbows down. Again, not today, but someday if you want to do this. And back up. And down. You're trying to find a nerve stretch in the front of the shoulder. You go down till the elbows touch the floor and up and down. I have to keep my hands lower to my shoulders to find that proper nerve stretch. Otherwise, my upper traps take over and it becomes a whole nother thing with congestion in my neck. And I'm holding my son a lot in my arms. So the front of my shoulders get really tight. Those of you on computers, and doing anything with the front side of the body, you're going to feel that too. Now hold here. You're in a W, an open W shape, like a lowercase spread out wide W. Now you go fingertips touch the floor and back in. Fingertips touch the floor and in. So it's this big stretch across the chest, across the sternum. If you don't feel the sternum, close your ribcage down more, you will. If you really funnel your ribcage down on your exhales, you're going to start feeling your sternum lengthen. You're going to feel your forearm stretch, your biceps stretch. Last one, we're going to hold here and you paddle back and back. Someday, the fingertips will touch. It does not have to happen today. And back and back. So this is why if you were to do this with weights, you would go super light. We're talking 1 pound, 2 pounds, something like that. Last one. Again, doing this against the floor is great, or doing it against a wall is great. You're going to put both hands behind your head now. You have this nice open shoulder area. I don't want you to congest that, so you're going to keep your shoulders open. You're going to funnel your rib cage down and make your ab work happen from underneath your rib cage. So that looks like this. It's an elongated, stable shoulder girdle with all the work happening right underneath my ribs. You're going to pull your belly towards your spine and take your left leg up and down. Now right leg goes up and down. You're going to notice the difference on the two sides and down. Belly to the spine and down. Belly to the spine and down. 5 more. And in. And in. And in. And in. Last one, hold here. Keep your hand behind your head, your right hand. Opposite hand and knee go to each other. And then you stretch out and back in. And out and in. If you want to lower your head down, you can, but you have to make sure you're still in your belly. Did you see how I lost the connection to my abs with my head down? So you have to find that angle where you're still in your stomach. Last one. Come back in, place your hand down, regroup, place your foot down with control. Quiet transitions, the secret to everything in Pilates. That way the weak muscles will show up. Inhale, reach. Exhale, in. Inhale, reach. Exhale, in. In, in, in. You have 5 more. In, 4. It's the same breath as a double leg stretch. It is basically the double leg stretch, just across the body. Opposite arm and leg instead. Last one. Both hands go behind the head. Place that foot down with control. Lower your head down. We're going to peel the spine off from the foam roller. You're going to lower down and feel what it feels like to have space where the back was, or where the foam roller was. Space underneath your back where your foam roller was. You're going to take an inhale. On the exhale, we're going to hollow the belly and roll your pelvis up. Inhale at the top. Exhale, hollow your belly and articulate all the way back down. All right, I promised I was going to do this. You're going to bring your feet tight together, your knees tight together. I was saving this for this moment. Flip the palms, drop your shoulders, and you know what's happening. Arms out to a T. Cross your left leg over your right leg. Inhale, stretch all the way over to the right. Keep that opposite shoulder blade really anchored. And then exhale, belly deep to the spine. Inhale, all the way over to the left. Exhale, belly deep to your spine. Inhale, all the way over to the right.
And exhale, belly deep to your spine. Inhale all the way over to the left and hold. And exhale, belly deep to your spine. You're going to uncross and recross. And we'll do the same thing on the other side, and then I'll add on. Inhale over. Exhale, belly deep to your spine, back to center. Inhale over. We're engaging our obliques to pull us back in. Exhale, back in. Inhale over. Exhale, back in. Inhale over. Exhale, back in. One more time to each side. Inhale over. Exhale, back in. And last one to the right. And exhale, back in. You're going to go all the way over to the left. Let's go ahead and do it this way. Slide your ankle to your knee, just to protect you, to keep you guys a little safer. We're going to go ankle to the knee, and you're going to go all the way over. You could do it with your legs crossed tight if you want more. You're going to bring your body so that your hands are stacked on top of each other. And then you're going to inhale, open your chest. And then exhale, close back in. Inhale, open the chest. And exhale, close back in. And inhale, open. And exhale, close. And inhale, open, and stay open. Pull your belly deep to your spine and come back to center. Now, this is the intense direction, so keep that flex of your foot. Go internally rotated and hold there. You're going to close your hands the other direction. Inhale, open. This is that nervy stretch. You're going to feel the fascial line in this diagonal all the way through the hip down to the knee. And close. And open. Take your time. And close. And open. Those of you with really healthy shoulders, you can also go close. The arm stretches all the way up and around. And up and over. So you're making a rainbow shape. All the way up and around. Notice what makes your fascial line stretch the most. Make sure you're protecting your knee. And then we come all the way back in. We open both arms, so you're back to the T. You pull your legs back up, uncross, recross, all of that to the second side. Keep your foot flexed to protect your knee. Go all the way over. We go from here. We pull the belly in and we close. We go first, same side as legs. And close. And open. And close. This is an IT band stretch and a TFL stretch. You can go as slow as you want. Some of you at home might want to do 1 for my 4 and back in. Again, you're still welcome to do the arm up in a circle. I find that it's a bigger stretch to do the circle, but that's me. And then come back in. Open to a T first. Bring your legs all the way over the other direction. Find that stretch on the top of the leg. I want you to make sure you're not stretching out your MCL, so you have to protect your knee as you go inward. You're trying to stretch up here, not the inside part of the knee. That's what I meant by MCL. So now the hands touch, and you open out to the side. Option 1, hands touch, you circle, open. Option 2, hands touch, circle open, circle close, option 3. And open. And again, you can go really slow at home. Find that huge diagonal stretch from the fingertips all the way down to the top of the knee. And last one, all the way around, all the way in, open to a T. Pull your belly towards your spine, come back to center. Everybody pull your knees into your chest. We have 5 minutes left. We're going to go in, open, and around. In, open, and around. If that bothered your back at all, you can stop and do pelvic curls. And then when you feel ready, join us. Otherwise, we're going to rock ourselves up to sitting, only to flip over onto our stomachs. I'm actually going to face this way because I want you to see my shoulders open up. So you are going to take your right cheek to the mat. You're going to take your left knee and bend it. You're going to take your hand back behind you, and you're going to push. My hand is on the inside of my foot. You're going to push your foot into your hand. You're going to take this hand like so, and you look up at that foot, and then you lower down. Look up at that foot and lower down. Look up at that foot and lower down. Same thing on the other side. Place your hand underneath your forehead. Take your other hand to the inside of the foot.
Push your foot. This is the important part. Push your foot into your hand to lift your chest up and lower down. You can play. It's okay if you need to have your palm facing in. If you want to do it that way, you can. For me, I get a bigger stretch this direction. And then lower. Now I want you to place both feet in. You guys know what's coming. You're going to hug both knees in. You're going to spiral. My palms are now facing in like I just discussed. You're going to spiral your shoulders open right from the get-go. Your shoulder blades are touching each other and your chest is open. From here, you're going to push your feet into your hands. You're going to keep your chin tucked in as you push those feet in. And then you open your chest at the last moment. And then lower down. Push your feet into your hands. Lift your chest and lower down. I feel my quads working and stretching. I feel a little bit of openness through my chest. And I'm not going into that giant arc yet. And push your feet into your hands, lift your chest up, extend this time, bringing your feet up a little higher, opening the chest and come back down. So same process, feet into hands, chin is tucked, lift your chest. Now we engage the hamstrings to lift up a little higher and we lower down. Eventually you rock in this to get the full Pilates rocking exercise. But right now we're modifying it. Belly up and in. So scoop your stomach. Push your feet into your hands. Engage those quads and stretch the quads all at the same time. With those feet pushing to the hands, we open the chest. Then you engage the hamstrings and the glutes and lower down. If you want on this very last one to flip your palms the other way to feel what that feels like, you can. First you push your feet into your hands. Then you lift your chest. Then you engage the hamstrings. And then we lower down. You put your hands underneath your forehead like they were before, and you let your feet go from side to side to open up your sacrum. Like a little windshield wiper. Notice if one side's stiffer than the other. Note it for next time. And then all the way straight. The secret to this next exercise is the squeeze of the feet tight together. Put your cheek on the mat. Put your hands behind your back. Slide your hands open. Slide them up. Open your elbows, pull your belly in, lift your feet up, and you go heels to the glutes. 1, 2, 3. Lift your chest. This is another chest opener. Reach your knuckles towards your toes. And second side. 1, 2, 3. Open the chest. 2, 3. And 1, 2, 3. Open the chest. 2, 3. Feet squeeze, feet squeeze, feet squeeze. And lift, lift. Lift, drive the feet towards each other 3 times. 3, lift your chest, squeeze your elbows towards each other, your chest open. Last 1, 2, 3, and lift, lift, lift. Last one to the other side. And that's the side we started on. So we're going to do one more last one. And lift, lift, lift. Undo your hands. Bring them all the way out in front of you and lower down. From here, you're going to lift your chest up. You're going to pull the mat back. You're going to squeeze your elbows towards your ribs and come up into extension and then lower down. If your feet separate, that's okay, but you still want to squeeze your glutes towards each other. This is your last 2. Inhale. And pull the mat back. Squeeze your elbows towards your ribs. Lift up into extension. And then all the way down. Last 1. Squeeze your shoulders, elbows to the ribs. Lift up. And all the way back down. Sit back onto your heels. Stretch out your lower back. You guys have earned it. Good job, everyone. Inhale and exhale. Restack. Nice work. We're out of time. I have so much more I want to give you, but very nice job. I will see you next time. Thank you so much.